What's up? Welcome back to New Parking Zone. This is episode 7. I can't believe we made it this far. I mean, look, we're almost at a double digits. Can you believe it?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, well, if you didn't know, now you know. I'm Jordan. That's Josh and Sab.
Yo.
Say what's up, guys. All right. I think I sometimes forget to, put in the intro, like, okay, this is what the podcast is about. But honestly, figure it out. You guys.
Yeah, I
got
mean,
this.
is
You
it
guys-
about anything, actually?
No,
No,
absolutely
I'm pretty sure we're just
not.
talking shit.
Yeah,
All
so
right, I have
no introduction necessary.
I have a legit question to ask you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you guys ever shaved your ass crack and then noticed that your farts are louder?
No.
No.
Me either. Yeah, totally me either.
I've never ventured to shave my ass. It's
Neither
not
have I.
particularly hairy, so I've never had the particular need to do so.
I mean,
I just don't want to.
dude, I have I totally never shaved my ass crack.
Wink,
Not
wink.
once. No wink.
Sounds-
no
Why
wink
would
here.
anyone ever bring it up if they've never done
Yeah,
it?
sounds like the truth you're trying to take back.
Exactly.
Nah, no, listen,
like
listen.
putting
You
I
guys
think we're
lasers in
are.
your
onto
booty
something
hole.
here.
You guys.
Did it come back all prickly?
Guys,
Was
you guys
wiping
just
easier
jumping on
right
this.
after?
I'm.
I mean, what do you
Oh,
expect?
God.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
said
weird
it.
question to ask.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I might have done that, and let me tell you right now, wiping is so much fucking easier.
But it's probably
I
one,
bet.
one,
Bro.
one sweep. And
But
Dude,
back
not
to
only that,
my-
like, not only that I have a bidet, but I also have this thing that, like, I have just one wipe now. It's fucking amazing. But yo, if I try to fart silently, that shit ain't happening. My ass cheeks are just clapping like.
You got the
Like,
vibrations.
bro, it's so loud. It was so loud that I had something going on up here, and I farted in the kitchen, and you can hear it through my microphone up here. I was like, "What the fuck?" That's
Like a
crazy.
trumpet?
I think it's louder
An
than
ass
a
trumpet.
bucket. Pretty much. I have like a would you rather, right?
Mhm.
Would you rather eat 12 popsicles of your choosing, doesn't matter which brand, if it's discontinued, oh my god, discontinued, you hear this shit? If it's discontinued or anything like that, or would you have $1 million?
$1 million. I like money.
Sab died. All right.
No, I didn't
rest in
die. I'm
peace.
just thinking because it's a really strange question.
It is.
Honestly,
Remember,
not
it's
that
12
into
popsicles.
popsicles. I'm not that into
Okay.
popsicles, so I'll just take the $1 million. With which I could buy 12 popsicles and a bunch of other shit.
I mean, you can just buy the factory that, or just buy.
Well, I
a
don't
factory,
need the
remake it
factory.
yourself.
I don't need
That's
the
true.
factory.
Can you buy a factory for $1 million, or does it cost more than $1 million?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's so much cheaper to buy shit now, but at the same time, it's so much harder to.
I
talk
have
about
no way to
money.
gauge that. Like, I don't have
Yeah.
any frame of reference for it.
I mean, like,
I don't know how much it
used to work
costs
at
to
a-
buy industrial
I could probably look
industrial
into it.
property filled
like I
with
can tell you
machinery.
right now.
Because the machinery is
previous
going to be
jobs-
expensive.
Yeah, it's the machinery that costs them costs a lot. It's usually the building itself doesn't cost that much. Renting and owning a building and all that. It's usually just like the machinery. Like working at my previous jobs, like I seen easily drop like $100K on something, and I was like, I can make the shit at home with a bucket and a handle.
You can, but it takes longer.
Not really, honestly. I proved it that I can do something with a bucket and a towel and a handle. That a machine that charges like $20K.
Can you do it? Can you do as much?
Oh yeah, I can actually do more. It's actually pretty fucking funny. And when they saw me do it, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." It's like you guys is wasting money on this shit, and it doesn't even work well. Go figure.
Interesting.
Them's the breaks though. So
You would think if you bought something like that, it would be more efficient than doing it the old-fashioned way.
a lot of times, old-fashioned way is the way to go about it. So I've been trying to do something that I've been trying to do for years. Like I'm talking about since I was like 14.
And what is that?
I realize I can mimic voices sometimes, not well, but like pretty good, like an impersonator kind of. But like at the same time, I can put like a little spin on things, kind of thing. I'm not saying I mean this is something I wanted to do like my whole life, but like when I was 14, I was like I want to try doing this and see if I can get somewhere with it, like that kind of thing. Like somewhat like trying to like mimic voices, trying to like do silly voices and stuff like that. Like I've been streaming recently and
kind of like
doing,
voice acting.
Yeah, kind of like voice acting, but I just like want to do something because I've always wanted to make video games. I have like a lot of stories that like I wrote up and just like I took different routes and liberties with certain things, and I basically wrote it as like, okay, I'm this character. How am I going to react to this situation versus this character reacting to this situation? So like you have dialogue that goes hand in hand with people's personalities and stuff like that. So it's not just like dialogue that somebody's writing back and forth. Like you're actually taking like your time and say, like say if I want to go, hey Josh, imagine you're in this world. This is how the physics work and stuff like that. I say this. How do you respond? Like that kind of thing. That's the kind of world building I like to do when I like make up a video game idea or like a storyline. But I can never find the right voices, so then I decided to do that myself. I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I have an idea of what I want to do, and I kind of make it sound like a certain thing.
Doing different voices is fun. I've always enjoyed doing it.
Fucking fun.
It does add depth to it.
It does. And you're like, where does the guy even come from? Like, what is... I'm not going to do anything because somehow
then
I might be racist.
You like make up a whole character for them. Like, you've got this whole vision of them in your mind, and that, comes out in how their voice is.
Yeah, it differentiates them. It also allows people who are just like having a stream in the background to kind of know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I've been doing Grandia 2, like a classic Dreamcast game.
Bro, I saw you've been playing that. I played that back
I fucking love it.
The PlayStation 2.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This game came out? Mm-hmm. I was like this, I'm like, oh my god.
I used to have to take my PS2 into my parents' room to play it on their TV because they were watching TV out on the family room. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have a TV in my room, so I just hook it up to theirs.
It's crazy because that was a game I always seen people have, right? Like I seen like my my god sister had it at her house, but everybody always wanted to play like Virtual Fighter or something like that. I was like, or Sonic. And I was
yeah, because it's a single player game, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, I want to play this, but like I was there, kind of thing. I was like, all right, whatever. But I've always seen it, and I've always seen that jewel case, and I'm like, damn, I really want to play it. Turns out this shit comes out like on Steam for like a re-release, a remaster, and I bought it, and I played a little bit of it, and I was like, I fucking love this game. Then I put it down because it's like I have to work on something else. So then I started working on something else. I started playing it again. And I realized not everything's voice acted. Mind you, that game, voice acting is fucking amazing for its time. I'm talking about amazing. Like, they must have took their time actually, like, recording everything, seeing how everything played out first before just reading lines. There's no dry delivery anywhere. It's beautiful. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
I don't remember the voice acting. It was so long ago that I played it.
It's so good, dude. I was like, one of the first lines I read in that, and the thing was, it wasn't even like voice acted. It was like in the beginning, it said darkness. I know that darkness. I was like, oh no, I know exactly how he will say it, and just went fucking in. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, that shit is so good. It's not even funny. But if you watch my stream, people who like give bits unlock voices over and over. So like if you put like bits on this, then you unlock a character's voice later down the road, or you know what I mean? Because sometimes they'll have voices and then they just won't. Like it'll be just a bunch of text boxes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing what is it for like the main girl? She's like so sweet, so innocent. So my wife was like, just do Venom.
Venom?
Like, I'll do Venom. I'll do Venom for that shit. Oh my god. Then like she does like a lot of talking, and then like you'll see ... So every time I see the ellipses, I go, I look at it, I go, Eddie. Just like that shit. Like, because like every time Venom talks, so he's like, Eddie, let's do this, Eddie, do that. It's fucking funny to me. So every time I see the ellipses, I just do it. And,
I can't remember. Did y'all? I saw the first one. Did y'all see the second one?
I have not.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I did see
Sure.
because that was the one with Woody Harrelson.
No, okay, so I didn't see it. I saw the first one. I saw how it ended with the Woody Harrelson with the fucking terrible wig, and I
Yeah,
was like, no way. I was like, I
Woody
gotta see
Harrelson
this
was
shit.
looking goofy with that wig.
I love him. There's a
I did
there's a
too.
fucking movie or not movie like a show with him, where he's the detective of Matthew McConaughey, and I saw a clip.
Yeah,
And
True
he's like, don't.
Detective.
He was like, don't say any dumb shit. And
That's a
Matthew
really good
McConaughey,
show.
and Matthew McConaughey says something dumb again. He goes, "See, that's what I'm talking about." I was like, "Oh, that's perfect." So he's calling him out on it.
Have you seen that show?
I've not.
No, I've only seen a clip. That's like
Y'all
the
should
show that I'm
definitely
gonna
watch
watch
it.
with my wife.
The first season of that show is one of the best seasons of television.
Really?
Nice. I've been watching a lot of Dexter with my wife.
Very,
So
very
we're
good.
like almost on it. We're on season 6.
Dexter's
and I'm
good.
like,
I was
oh,
a
it's
big fan
fantastic.
of Dexter. How far are y'all?
Season 6, episode 1.
Okay, that's fine. Claire Danes came in the show, right? Or whatever her name, Julia Stiles. Julia Stiles,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yeah, she
Um,
was.
when did she
She
come
was
into
in
the show?
she was in season 5 last
Okay,
season.
yeah. Not gonna lie, when she came into the show and it all kind of changed from Dexter doing his own thing, like being a vigilante out there killing other serial killers. It kind of turned into a thing where he was like kind of her lapdog, just kind of like following her around, like helping her out. I didn't really like
I
it.
get
I
that.
heard it
I
fell
get that
off,
reference.
like in the later seasons.
Like I
No, the
just
thing is, here's the thing, right? People say it fell off. It holds up very well throughout all the seasons, even season 5. And I understand what Sap's saying too, but like it doesn't fall off. People just don't realize it that like it's oh well, it's not with the times anyway. It's not with the times because they didn't just go okay, well it's 2014 here and then it's 2015 here. It's still within the same year, so you got to pretend that's like from 2014 forward. So there's no really character development that fast, and people like hated that. I was like, but again, they're just it's literally the next day, the next season starts and stuff like that. So people are like, what the fuck? Oh, he should be like developing more. No, it hasn't been that long. Um, but I understand what you're talking about with the Julia Stiles thing. I did
they
like how they handled it, but at the same time, they did the same thing before with the Cuban guy. And here's the thing, right? It was such a contrast for both because yeah, okay, he really wanted to go into it more, but then like he has this partnership and this one's okay, and I was like, it's a little weird, but it's still a good show, and the way they handled certain situations was fantastic. The way, spoilers for a fucking show that came out in like the fucking 2010, I don't know, 2013.
I don't even know when that came out. No, I think it was before then.
It was before then, right? Like 2006,
I don't
2009.
know. Let me see. I will find out.
Well, what do you
Six. Oh,
call it?
6, yeah.
Either way, hold on one second. Yeah, hold on. Just you talk real quick, or you want to
Yeah,
pause it or something? Okay.
so yeah, I watched all the way up through that episode. I mean the season when they introduced her, and it was really good, honestly. But yeah, couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it at all. All right, I got nothing else to say. I'm
I
sorry.
thought I thought something happened. Give me one
What
second.
happened?
All right, sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call from my mother.
Ah, I see.
Thought
Yeah,
something happened.
That would be bad.
No, it's fine. She was like, I
Cool,
hit something
cool.
hit something on the TV. I was like, okay, I can't help you. I
Oh.
was like, whatever.
You must help.
Is she
what do you
is she over
call
your
it?
house?
No,
Oh, okay. That's,
she's at her house.
why is she asking you about something that was hidden?
Because people are with technology.
Uh,
They go, oh, well, this person knows it better. I don't know it better. I just had the audacity to fucking hit buttons until I figured it out. Like, just do that.
Maybe I'll go back and finish Dexter one day.
It's definitely worth it. Like, the beginning of season 6 starts off great. I was like, oh, this is fucking sweet.
Maybe.
I know people hate it because, like, oh, well, he's wearing a wig. Like, the dude had fucking cancer in real life. Like, fuck off.
Well, I
That
don't give a
shit
shit
pissed me
about
off
any
so
of
much.
that.
Nah, it didn't matter to me. I just like the fact that, like, so here's the thing about Dexter. And here's the thing about my wife. My wife likes to binge the shit out of something, but I can't binge things all at once because then I get super disinterested.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just like my mind goes somewhere else. I go like I'm not paying attention to this anymore. But this show is doing a good thing about like keeping my attention. So I decided I was like, well, she likes this show. She likes Dexter. It's like it's raw. It's fucking like gory and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no. So I was like, you know what? This is what I'll do. We have movie night every Friday. She picks one week. I pick another. But for this week, the Friday, I didn't pick a movie. I actually picked an anime.
What did you pick?
Does anybody want to take a guess of what anime I picked?
A movie or a show?
It's a show, and I guarantee you nobody's gonna pick this up at all.
Is it older or newer?
Yeah, gotta give us some clues.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's not that old, and it's not that new.
What genre?
I honestly don't know how to put it, but like I would say adventure, suspense.
Then I have no clue.
Okay. I mean, you could also put JoJo's in adventure suspense too, but that's besides the point. Like that's what I'm trying to talk about. Like there's an adventure going on, kind of thing.
Well, is it JoJo?
What
No, it's not
about
JoJo.
Kaze no Stigma?
Ooh, I love the anime, but no.
The anime is so weird.
I actually watched. I thought it was pretty good. I watched the whole thing.
My wife actually liked it. She goes, "Ooh, anime boobs." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "You know, there's a second season of this." She goes, "We gotta watch." I was like, "Yeah, sometime." I just never grabbed it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about just watching. It's just like it's not the fact that it's a bad anime. It's good. It's just that I already seen it before, so I was like, I don't want to watch it again. It's not that good to watch again.
It was weird. I liked the premise. The power system seemed interesting, and then the nun fed homeboy. I was like, oh,
and he's like fucking. Everybody's like, oh well, I'm like 15. I'm like, oh, they're all 15, and then he's 10. Like, oh god,
and
no.
She's loving it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, I can't watch this again. It's so fucking weird. Now that I like have a kid, I'm like, I can't watch this shit. Like, it's just to me, he's too young.
I've been
me
recently.
As a 10-year-old, be like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was recently catching up on Black Clover. I don't know if y'all
so
watched
good.
that.
It's my favorite manga. It literally is my favorite manga. And
like Black Clover.
It's sad that it's on like every 3 months. A chapter releases or 2. But it's, you know what I mean? It's really
I hadn't
good.
watched in a
liked
while,
it.
so I've got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, I do like the adaptation though. Like there was no filler, no nothing. It was just straight raw dog, just straight down. I was like, holy fuck!
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I told
action.
Josh, I was like, I told him, I was like, hey, yeah. By the way, it caught up to the manga really fast. He goes, what? I'm like, yeah, no, it caught up really fast. And I was like, there's no fillers. It went from everything. It didn't really jump it. The chapters are a lot, but they did such a good way of putting the chapters in episodes. Where like 4 chapters was an episode. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, but it was all
I was
gas.
like, that's insane.
All gas all the
Yeah.
time.
Another anime that was all gas was Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit ripped me in.
Have you seen it
the
yet,
first
Tab?
episode? I was like, it was no.
I still haven't watched the second
Bro,
season.
Get your life right.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I
Who is
don't
this
know.
guy? Why are you here? Go, fuck it. That's the end of the podcast. Just fucking good night, everybody.
I haven't. I think I watched the first couple ones, and I saw it was flashbacks, and I was kind of disappointed, so I stopped watching.
They're not flashbacks like you think they're flashbacks. They're flashbacks that we never saw.
Yeah,
I know, but still, like
Gojo and
They're
and
such.
Geto?
They're so good.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, no,
flashbacks
you
are so good.
Watch that. Watch that. It is all gas. I promise.
Oh my god. But the anime that I showed my wife. Josh, did you guess yet?
I have no clue what it could be, given the genre.
Okay. Golden Kamui.
No clue what it is.
I
Bro.
watched some of that.
Fucking watch it. That shit is fucking funny. Gruesome as fuck. And just like what it's so like where the fuck am I going in this episode? What is about to happen in like the silliest sense? I was like, if you go watch this, then I'll let you watch the JoJo's. This is literally what I told my wife. She was like, I'll watch JoJo. I was like, you have to understand tropes. You have to understand things. Like, it's not to say, like, let JoJo's be your first anime ever. Don't do that to somebody. Because, like, there's so many things that, like, cultivate into JoJo's. And it's like, I want everybody to... I'm not gatekeeping it. I'm more of a sense, like, it should be experienced to the fullest when you first watch it. Okay? Like, if you understand, like, how things are and how things, like, kind of work in anime, then go watch it. I'm not saying you have to watch similar works to it. You have to watch anime to understand, like, okay, this is how a premise is, or this is how arc goes, and this is how story goes and progression. Like, oh, why are they fighting for no reason? Why can't they just, like, fucking nuke this place? That's not how anime is. It's like, there's people, and they're powerful, apparently. So, like, no weapons, just them. And there's shit that, like, is make-believe, but hey, it's fucking great. If you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the first time, you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I watching? Mm-hmm. And it's true. You're going to say that. But at the same, when I first watched JoJo's, I was like, I love this shit. I was already watching anime at this point.
Honestly, I found the first season a little hard to get through.
First season is a little hard to go back to. But technically, the first season, second half, fantastic. Fantastic. People don't realize that they go, oh, that's the second season. I'm like, that's not the second season. That's the first season, just the second half.
Apparently, there's a JoJo's from the 90s that we need to go back and watch. I haven't
it's
seen
an
it.
OVA of Diamond Crusade. Yeah. It's just an OVA. And they took a lot of liberties. And let me tell you right now, it's fucking great. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's so good, too. Like, it's mind-boggling how good both JoJo's are. Like, I didn't realize Stardust Crusaders was the first thing ever animated. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. But JoJo's is such a good thing. I just started watching... Stone Ocean, and I fucking love it.
That's like, cool. It's a different premise being in a prison.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, at the same time, like, I'm not very far in it, but at the same time, it's just like, I was like, oh man, fucking string, here we go with this shit. Like, and I say this to myself every single time, like, oh, how the fuck is this gonna be a thing? Because, like, if you watch Golden Wind, okay, like, at least they're, like, mafia people. They are actually using weapons. They are hitting each other. And, it makes sense, like, this stand is strong. But then you watch fucking this one, like, it's string. What the fuck? I was like, I see what they're doing. It's like, you're really using your imagination until you start watching, like, oh, yeah, I guess that you could do that. And then you start thinking, oh, they can do that. And then next thing you know, in the next episode they do. I was like, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of what JoJo's evolves into, is, like, how can...
the most mundane power.
Name, but, like, how can he, like,
how can be crazy?
Do the craziest things with, like, the simplest powers, or, like, the weirdest
How
powers?
Can you write yourself outside of a corner, basically? Because that's all he's ever doing. He's putting himself in a corner. It's like, how the fuck? Nah, I set this up fucking 6 panels ago. Like, what the fuck? And you're like, you go back 6 panels, like, oh shit, I see it. Like, you don't realize it, but, like, they show you everything. They don't try to hide much. And when they do hide it, it's because, like, okay, well, you weren't looking for it. But if you look at it, like, oh, okay, I see this now. But if you watch a lot of it, you can kind of go back and see, like, in the manga, you can see a lot of stuff like, oh, well, you saw it, you just weren't paying attention to it. Or it just wasn't there. It was just retcon sometimes. But, hey, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. My favorite, Weather Report.
He's cool.
He's like, he's so shy. He won't talk. He'll get in your face and talk to you. I was like, that is just weird. He's tiptoeing like a villain. I was like, yo. Mm-hmm. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. That's all I can think about. I was like, what the fuck is this? I do like that guy who like made Zero Gravity and shit like that. That was fucking cool. But yeah, JoJo's is like one of those things where you have to watch and you're like, just let it take over you. Just watch it. Don't try to think critical of shit. Just go, oh, okay, cool. And this happens every single time. Like Stardust, I think I talked about this before, but going in and watching Stardust Crusaders, I didn't want to watch it because it wasn't Hamon anymore. It was fucking.
Yeah, it was weird that they pulled the change.
I was like, I don't want that shit.
I was a little cautious.
And then I was like,
first,
I love it.
But yeah, no, it was cool.
It's fucking dope. It's like the coolest thing ever. I'm like, man, imagine JoJo started off with just stands. I was like, that would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah, that would have actually hooked. That would actually probably hooked people because I couldn't get through the first season, as you said.
The first season is great, especially. Did you watch it in English or Japanese?
think in Japanese. It was a while ago.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. The first season's so much better in English.
I watched it in
So
Japanese.
much better.
I never watched.
I watched it in both. If you
Can't
watch it
watch
in English, the voice actor for Ichigo Kurosaki, he's the voice actor for JoJo, and I'm like, sign me up. That's the reason why I got into it. I was like, fuck, I'll watch it. That's it. And I was like, let's do it. And yeah, it's all history from there. I was like, man, fucking season 2 is amazing. I was like, that's still the first season? Joseph Joestar is part of season 1. Didn't realize it. Season 2 is technically fucking Stardust Crusaders. I'm like, that's mind-boggling to me.
You need to finish Stone Ocean and then read Cannonball Run.
Well, I don't want to read I don't want to read Steel Ball Run yet. I want to go into Joe. You said Joe Leon, whatever the fuck it is. Which is I know that I don't know why I know
JoJo Leon's after Steel Ball Run.
But I'm positive that's Josuke. I'm positive. Like I'm positive that.
I mean, that's what they call him.
I'm positive it's him. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's JoJosuke or some shit like that. And I was like, for some reason, I just know that tidbit in my head, and I don't know where I heard it from, where I watched it, or something like how I know this. I just know that, and I'm like, well, how do I get to this point? And no, this shit's fucking great. Oh my god, Jotaro's daughter is a fucking menace to society, bro. At the age of 14, she stole a bike, and she's like, "Fuck you." I was like, "Damn." She's just sitting there like fucking all sprawled out, like yeah, and then a star on her face. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? Who lets their kid go out the house like this?" Like,
he did apparently.
No, he was never there. Remember, he always going fucking.
His absence spoke volumes.
This shit's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, JoJo's
right.
good.
What do you call it? Josh.
What's up?
You.
Him.
Oh. Go.
Well, oh yeah, so
tell
Sprite.
Tell me your nonsense.
Oh yeah, so I figured out how Sprite works. Basically, what you're trying to do is end up with the 2 red ones, right? Carrot. So they contribute a different level 2. One of them is spells and, to negate. Either one is spells and traps, one is monsters, and you basically tribute the extra deck monster that you still have on the field first, which is usually Elf, for the first one, and then you tribute the one, and then if you use the second one, you tribute the other one.
And then what does that accomplish?
It's 2 negates, and it basically can all be done from 1 card. If you can get Sprite Blue or Sprite Starter, it's a 1-card combo. So yeah, it's crazy.
I know the Exceeds one.
But how do you win?
Well, the Exceed one can get up to like 32 or 36 attack.
And there's a quick effect, or there's a quick play spell that increases all your level, rank, and link 2 monsters attack by 1400. And they all special summon themselves when there's a level 2 on the field.
Yes.
So with Goaty, all of the tuners are level 2. So yeah, they special summon themselves. And it is all gas all the time.
What do you
call
no
breaks.
None.
The funny thing is, like, I have a Sprite deck. I don't know. I just never really cared to learn it. I just have it. I was like, I know when it came out, it was really good, so I just made it. You know what I mean? And I just have it. Like, it's there. Like, I can also just do things around it. Like, if I can make other decks with it too. Just never bothered with it. I like doing like weird arbitrary decks, which Josh hates, but you know.
I'm a fan of that as well.
No, like sure. you do decks that work, Zab. I don't do decks that work or shouldn't work at all.
But... I mean, they work sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, my deck's
my gamble deck doesn't always work.
Well, it can work against you, but
yeah.
What do you call it? My deck's usually brick 10 times out of 10.
That's no bueno.
No, but it's fun when it does work. When it works, it's fucking hilarious. People are just like, what the fuck? How did I lose? My Lavalval deck that Josh hates so fucking much.
Yeah, because it's bad. Lavalval
It is bad.
They don't have chain because they can never unban chain. You can't just choose one monster or one card from your deck and send it to the graveyard in Yu-Gi-Oh. You'll win.
What else is there? Fucking I did use a lot of oh god, what was the other one I used a lot? That Josh said it was nonsense. My Blackwing deck was fine.
Buster
I remember
Blader
that was
kind of
useful.
nonsense.
Oh, Buster Blader, that's what it is.
Yeah, Buster Blader.
And fuck it, it's nonsense. But when you get that shit to work, you're like, how fuck why?
Buster Blader doesn't have shit on the Grand Maju.
Oh, you're lucky I don't do Ojama. I would love to do.
What are you gonna do with them Ojamas?
Block your fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can try.
No, it's actually really easy to do with Ojamas. I think it's easier to do than Kashtira. Yeah. What do you call it? The other thing is like, I tend to use like I said, arbitrary decks, like, but people do use them. They're not like the top tier. Infernoble Knights is one of my favorite decks to use because it's just utter nonsense how you can just go into like one card, just like Sprite, and go into a fucking 50 turn combo kind of thing. Like not 50 turn, but a 50 thing combo where you can just keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah, I'd also like to remind you.
I never really use it.
Jordan, Yubel is the best deck in the format, and you have that. You just don't know how to play it.
No. Hold on. Everybody out there, I do know how to use my Yubel deck, but I don't know how to use it. Let's just put it that way. I use it.
Apparently Yubel's good now.
It's the best deck in the format.
It's the best deck.
It's annoying.
And I have it, and I...
When I saw that, I was surprised, because the last time I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh, Yubel was bad.
It was, and then they gave it
was bad.
Some
support.
Some new cards, and they're
They
great.
must have given it amazing support.
They did.
They kind of did.
They did. They gave it fantastic support. They gave it a card that basically turns your opponent's effect into destroy one Yubel card in your deck, which then procs an effect.
Mm-hmm.
Which then also, if you destroy the right card in the graveyard, you could then go to further beyond, which I like to do.
Who doesn't love to go further beyond?
You apparently, because I saw your Steam review and I keep seeing it every single time. It makes me fucking laugh so hard. You went out of your way to write a Steam review.
Yeah, no, it got me heated.
Well, let me see if I can pull this shit up and read it. Well, fuck it. I want to read this to the fucking audience because this shit is fucking insane, dude. Let's see here. Fucking Josh is playing it right now as we speak. Josh, stop playing the fucking game.
Yeah, it's been on the whole time.
Let me find Sav's review real quick. I know I could find it quicker by just clicking on it, right? Let me see.
I've been admiring my Cody sprites.
How the fuck I gotta find this shit? And it pops up sometime like in the page review for Yu-Gi-Oh for me. I gotta find it. I found it not so long ago, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like sometimes you scroll down and you see it, and you're like, "Oh, okay." Where the fuck is this thing? Where the hell?
Oh, yeah, I don't see the
review. Where's your review at? Discussions. Nope.
Maybe he hit it.
I have it. Would you like me to read it?
Hold on. Sure. Hold on. Ready? Story time with Sab.
All right. I posted this at 17 hours of gameplay at the time.
17 hours is insane, by the way. That's so early in the game.
No, I would say 17 hours is a good enough effort. Like you can make a decent review. You shouldn't have to put that much effort into a game.
I do have 35 total now. So
wow.
I have played since.
What do I have?
You have 760.
Yeah, now hold on, dude. I have a shit ton.
You have the amount of hours you have recently is the total amount of hours that I have.
I have 327 hours, 327.4 hours of playtime in this game, and that's not even including I played a lot on my PlayStation and on my phone.
All right, I guess some of this stuff doesn't apply anymore because they added some things. But all right, here's my review. I did not recommend it. I said, do you enjoy waiting over 5 minutes for someone to finish a turn? Do you enjoy reading a book each time someone plays a card? Do you enjoy memorizing an endless amount of combos? Do you enjoy games with busted cards and mechanics? Do you enjoy only being able to play ranked mode and solo scenarios? Do you enjoy games where you can lose on a single turn? If these things appeal to you, check out this game. I really enjoyed playing at the beginning, but if you don't have a meta deck, you will never win. And it's just not fun to play games that only last 2 or 3 turns but take 20 minutes to play. After 17 hours, I am uninstalling because it's not fun anymore.
By the way, we were playing in 2 days.
Yeah. Okay, but it's funny because Sam comes into Discord and he's like so hot, he's so heated. And we're like, what's the matter? He goes, fuck this game. And then it's so funny to us because he's just complaining the whole entire time. And then I so happen to see his review. My wife goes, he left a review on this game. I was like, what? And I looked at it at the same time. I just started busting out laughing while he's yelling about the damn game. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I do wonder what deck got you so heated that day.
I don't remember.
Was it Drytrons? Because I hated that deck.
It
might have been Drytrons.
It was probably Dragon Link he was going against because that was running rampant in the beginning.
Drytrons would be cool if it wasn't for ultimateness. If it wasn't for the fact.
I mean, I still stand by some of those things. Like turns take way too long in that game. You're waiting for someone forever, honestly. And then if the connection's bad, it's even worse. The other thing about reading a fucking book every time someone plays a card, that's also true. God damn it. You gotta memorize so many cards, or you gotta read so much, and...
You gotta learn how to read fast.
You know, and still, the whole
the
whole combo thing stands true. The busted mechanic and card thing stands true.
But it's fun when you do it to somebody else. So much fun.
Sure.
My thing is, right, and I think right now, the only people really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel are the people who actually started from the beginning, know how to play the game, so if you come back to it, you're fucking yourself, basically. You need to, like, actually take the time and you gotta keep playing it. You can't just go, oh, I gotta stop and play it again. Like, you should at least play it once a month at least to stay up to date and go with things. But I understand that preference because even now, like, I haven't played in a while. If I go back and play, I'm screwed, and like that's just how it is.
You gotta learn Yubel.
The other thing, here's the thing. I have Yubel. I've won 17 games in a row, and I don't know how I did it. Should I read my cards? Sure. I understand some cards do things now, and I go, okay, I can do this, and I'm like, all right, cool, I can read this, and I just don't take my time to read it because there's no point. Because I just I see something I see it as patterns. I don't see it as words. I go, well, this does this does that to go into this and then do this. That's all. I don't even reach anymore. If I see a card, I'm like, it fits a pattern. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. You got to learn the combos. Like, you got to either know the combos or read the cards.
Yeah, like I should go back and actually read the cards, and then I should understand how it goes from there. I just don't. I don't read shit. Sometimes I'll do something I do on stream all the time.
Too much of a time commitment to learn everything.
I just watched YouTube
since
videos.
I didn't already know. I did watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube videos during the time,
But to be fair, I'd rather play this than go and play live.
Well, yeah, me too.
Oh my god, I would be like, I'm fucking lost, dude. I don't even know what to do. Because this shit does hold your hand.
It does.
So much easier.
Also, you have to buy the fucking deck if you played in person.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are cheap, though. They're very cheap.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Meta decks cost hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, the good ones.
Yeah, the good ones. But you don't need fucking excellent fucking meta decks. You can use the cheapest shit and still win. As long as it has some way to go into an OTK or to do like a fucking
I'm gonna look up the.
You can easily just do like $100.
I'm gonna look at the price of a meta deck. Right
Probably
now.
too much.
I just also find it funny that like Pokemon, on the other side of things, the decks cost like not even $50, and you can win like thousands of dollars. Mind-boggling to me. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
$500 it's saying for a meta deck.
Here's I've been collecting a lot of One Piece cards because they're so good. The card stock is phenomenal. The artwork is amazing. And when you just get that good, super fucking rare card, you're like, oh, that shit's it hits a spot. It fires all the neurons in my brain. And I go, yes. Like, today I just got a pack of 500 Years in the Future. And I pulled an ace card that's, like, fucking all holographic.
Very nice.
Alternate. I was like, oh, this shit's fucking fire. Yeah, okay, that card goes for, like, $25. But, like, I pulled cards that went for $100. I pulled cards that went for 130. I remember when I think like it was Wings of a Captain or something like that came out. I bought that. I got the alternate artwork of Gecko Moria, and I got the alternate artwork of Kaido. Dude, I made all my money back and then some. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
It's so good to just get those cards. Like, oh, and they look so good. If they look terrible, I would never collect them. But you see those cards, like, I would honestly put any of the basic cards, I will put on the wall. I will literally just put them on a wall, just like, here you go, look at that. That's how good they look.
I haven't bought any trading cards in a long time. I used to collect Magic back in the day. I still have all my old cards.
We do Pokemon and One Piece right now. Sometimes I dabble in getting some Yu-Gi-Oh decks, or like I'll get like starter decks, or I get like a couple of packs here and there, just like to get that fixation. You don't realize how small Yu-Gi-Oh cards are.
Yeah, I always thought they were bigger.
Small.
I have some. They are small.
They're so fucking small. I'm like, I remember these being bigger when I was little.
One of my dispatches.
It's because you were smaller, brr.
Apparently, they're cranking out cards right now.
Yeah, that's kind of
always.
Magic has changed a lot, and especially I don't know what they're doing with all these weird like crossover things. Like, I just think that's all weird. I play because
everything
can
fit its criteria. Magic. Yeah, everything can fit its criteria. That's the only thing. And I like that sucks ass. Like I don't like that.
I know there's too many cards now.
Like okay, you're doing like fucking Destiny versus like Lord of the Rings. Like that's just weird to me, dude.
Yeah, there's like Fallout.
Like, that's
Magic
cool.
cards.
I was like, that's cool and everything like that, but at the same time, like that just throws me off. Like,
you know,
it's like Fortnite. I can't have too much shit in my video game. Like that's too much. Like don't do that to me.
Yeah, I like the universe itself. I didn't need the extra crossover bullshit. Yeah. But of course, that was after my time, so I didn't even have to experience any of that.
Is that how it feels to be like a Gen 1er in Pokemon?
Maybe.
Because like, I love all the Pokemon. Like it sounds dumb, but like it doesn't bother me. Gen 1 was great, but it's not the greatest. I'll stop you right there. That shit's fucking competitively. There's only like 4 fucking Pokemon from Kanto that are like amazing. Granted, yes, you can use all of them viably. And again, I've been really into fucking Pokemon battles. By the way, I like this regulation set. No legendaries, and I'm like, ooh yeah. And you can use Hisuian Pokemon. I get a chance to actually use my Duodesai and my fucking Typhlosion. I'm all about it. I can't wait. Yeah. What else have you guys been like doing recently?
Playing Baldur's Gate.
I've seen you been doing that.
Playing Dark Urge.
I've been exploring a lot of music recently.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we call it. I've been finishing games that I haven't finished in forever.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually going back and playing games. I finished Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on the Switch.
Nice. I haven't actually been playing anything much recently.
It's kind of hard to say. Like I've only played Warhammer, and I just play PvP. It's fun to just play the PvP. It's fun to just literally just play that. It's like you're not going super sweaty and you're like, oh, I gotta fucking win. No, it's just, dude, you're just playing. Just play the game. It's nothing's ranked. That's what I liked about it. Like, there's no ranking for it. Honest to God, I don't want ranking in that game. If there's ranking in that game, that makes me not want to play it. Yu-Gi-Oh is the only game I like to play that has ranking, and I'm like, it doesn't bother me that much.
I get too competitive with that kind of shit.
Oh, with ranked mode, yeah, you have to take ranked mode seriously.
Yeah.
Like ranked mode is fun. I like, in all honesty, I like going on ranked mode and having fun. But then I play with people, and I'm not saying play with you. I'm talking about like play with people who take this shit too seriously. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. I can take it seriously too. But like, I'm here to just to play and see what I can do to get better. That's all I'm doing. Like, I'm like, if I'm playing for real, then I'm gonna be playing for real. But a lot of times I go in there to see what people are doing, what the meta is, and how should my movement be, and how am I comparing to where I'm at now? How do I get better? That's how I see ranked mode. You know what I mean? That's how I see it, and fortunately, it makes it better for me to keep playing that and lose rather than stress myself out trying to win. And then once I got so good at Call of Duty, this is so weird to say, I stopped playing Call of Duty because of the fact that I was getting so good at it that when I lost, I go, what the fuck? How did I lose? That makes no sense. Let's run that back. And then I sank so many. I was like, I gotta stop. But it wasn't like, oh man, I gotta, like, I'm only playing to win. It was the fact that, like, the game evolves so much and it keeps evolving so much that I was like, I'm never gonna keep up with it. Like, yeah, I'm good at the game and all that stuff. So I was like, I had to take a step back. I was like, nope. I was like, because if not, I'm gonna be like one of those people who keep buying every single Call of Duty game, even though it's the same fucking game, and they can say, oh, it's the fucking different movements and different gun fit. It's the same shit. Point, shoot, kill a man. That's it. Like, it's all it is. And honestly, it's fun, but it's just like, I want something different. Like, I like doing adventures. I like doing, like, okay, so if you're playing Call of Duty and you're like, oh, well, I'll do a different loadout. Well, that loadout's trash. It's not meta. So guess what? You're not going to have fun. You're going to die instantly. So you start shooting somebody, they turn around and shoot you, you're dead. You already had to jump on them. But because you didn't have the meta, you didn't kill them fast enough. So that means you're dead. I was like, oh my God. So it's like one of those things. Like, I if it came to the point where it goes, okay, well, you know, you can play with pretty much anything and you can kill them. Like, this is why I always say this right now. If you give me a shooter game and you tell me I can use a pistol to kill people, I'm going to do just that. Because pistols are not broken, and I know some games they are broken, don't get me wrong. But like,
yeah, like Halo.
Yeah, actually you're right, like Halo. But the thing is, like, if I kill somebody with a pistol, it shows that I'm not doing the meta. I'm playing the game, and I'm faster at hitting the trigger than you are. It's the ultimate, like, I'm playing the game to play the game, not playing the game to be to do the meta or anything like that. I'm playing the game just to play the game. And honestly, when I play with that mentality, I do so much better than going so psyched in my head and just going, I have to win, I have to do this. Why am I not using this gun? And you guys seen it when people go, yo, yeah, you can use pistols in a game. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You can use pistols? There's pistols in a game? And I just fucking go around on a fucking tear and I just destroy people. Because when it comes to something that you have to hit the trigger to shoot faster to somebody rather than a submachine gun or anything like that, I have a very fast trigger finger. I fucking love it. Like, it's like one of those things where I'm pretty sure, like, especially with a lot of Mario Party and stuff like that, like, I'm so good at button mashing.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like one of my skills. Like, it's just one of those things I'm like, I can do that very well.
I always honestly hated when they put those, like, button mashing parts in certain games.
Oh, everybody thought they were like, oh, I'm winning. I'm like, let's see the results. And
there was
see me just destroy people.
There was one specific one in the PlayStation, the PSP version of Metal Gear or something, or maybe it was like the Peace Walker version.
Peace Walker or Metal Gear Acid. There's
Peace Walker. It was Peace Walker. Yeah, it was Peace Walker. And there's it was Peace Walker. It was a button mashing part, and I couldn't get past it, and I was so mad. It was ridiculous. It's like, why would you even put a button mashing part like as a gateway to anything, a game?
So there's
I even tried with like a popsicle stick and like tape and shit to like make a contraption to click it faster, but it didn't fucking work.
I played Peace Walker a shit ton. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. Like, that's without a doubt. But Metal Gear Solid 2 was the first time my older brother looked at me and goes, I just need you to get me past this part. And I go, what are you talking about? I was like, I have no... And mind you, he's 7 years older than me. So it's more like, hey, I need you to get past this part. Okay, big bro, I got you. It's like, you know what I mean? And I was like, what is this? And he goes, just keep hitting that fucking X button. I was like, okay. and he's getting electrocuted, and you have to like keep your stamina up. He was like, "How the fuck did you do that shit first try?" I was like, "You told me to hit the button."
I did that one, no problem.
He was playing like European mode or some shit like that. He was like, "That shit's fucking hard as hell." I was like, "Oh, okay."
European.
Yeah, the European fucking difficulty.
What does that even mean?
You can't get spotted or you're peeing. Ha, get it?
Oh.
What else is there? There's fucking so many games that we got so really good at button mashing. Like Mario Party, I used to destroy people too. But it's one of those things where, God, now I just want to talk about Metal Gear Solid. Fuck. God damn it. I forgot what I was even talking about. But yeah.
I've played all of them since 2. Well, I haven't played Acid.
Oh my God, I was just about to tell you. My favorite Metal Gear Solid games are the Acid series. It's so fucking fun. It's so fun that like it's a card game. That's all.
Yeah, so I was about to say it's like it had card mechanics, right?
Yeah, so it's basically it reminds me of playing Mega Man Battle Network, which by the way, now that I'm older, I realize it's just a deck building game, and I was like, that's why I love Mega Man Battle Network so much. And Star Force, oh my God, don't even get me started about Star Force. I'm so sad they pulled the plug after 3 because 3 was amazing. It was the best one they did.
I have no idea.
And they were gonna do 4. Oh, I'm Sab. I'm gonna blow your mind when I play it on stream. It is so fucking good. It is so fun to play. It is one of the games that I just played and I was like Metal Gear Solid Acid 2 is I like 2 better than 1. It's much better. It improves on everything and it's so much fun. And the cards when you draw them and when you play and do certain movies and stuff like that too. So yeah. What else is there? There's Mega Man Battle Network. As you know, I'm like one of the biggest fans for that shit. I even try speedrunning the game and all that stuff. We have that. Star Force is amazing, and Star Force came out in a time where I was growing up, and I wouldn't say angsty. Okay, I was a little angsty, but like the main character develops through all the games, and it's like it helped me develop my way of thinking, like my way of going, like I can rely on people kind of thing. Because I wasn't like that. I was pretty much a loner. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, like anything that has to do with like cards, I'm in it. Like I'm interested immediately. Battle Network, I didn't realize it was a deck building game till like way later, and I never really fully understand the mechanics. I just kind of got really good at it. It's like one of the things we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't read it. I didn't understand it. I skipped through dialogue, all that shit. And then once I got older, I was like, oh my God, this is even funner because I actually know how this shit works. And fucking Mega Man Star Force, phenomenal game to begin with. I played the whole game without knowing the lock-on. There's a lock-on in Mega Man Star Force. And it's in the tutorial. I just did it once in the tutorial and never did it again.
Uh-huh. You just never forgot to do it again, or you just chose never to do it again?
No, I just
forgot about it.
It was yeah, pretty much. It just went right over the head, like fucking, it's gone, never to fucking be seen again.
Don't need that.
Oh, it was so fun. I was like, this is a thing. It's embarrassing to even admit that. Like, it's just like, if you play Star Force, the biggest thing about it is the lock-on system, and I just like played the whole game without doing it. I had a whole bunch of sword cards and stuff like that. I was like, God damn it, I'm never gonna reach this guy. He's so far away. Had to wait for him to get close. Yo, I can't believe I did that shit to myself. And then I think what happened was, and it's recent too, and it's so sad to say it's recent. The only reason I found out about the lock-on system was because in 3, I hit down by accident, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell is this? And then I started seeing in speedruns for other games like Star Force, Pegasus and stuff like that, and then Star Force 2, and I'm like, they had lock-on too? And I'm like, oh my God, it's in the tutorial. What the fuck is wrong with me? I played all of them. I'm just dumb. I'm just so dumb.
You don't need it. You've proven it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I definitely proved it, but the game is so much fucking easier and better when you do the lock-on.
Well, I bet, yes.
It's meant for it.
The game's probably better when you play the way it's supposed to be played.
It's so fucking mind-boggling. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I did this shit to myself. And like, it's just embarrassing for me to admit it. Like it's that bad. Because if you play, like, I don't know how Jordan fucking forgot about this. But
you're supposed to be a Mega Man pro.
oh, dude, and I fucking am. I'll beat any Mega Man game. I fucking love all of them. The classics, the X series, the spin-offs. Mega Man X Command Mission is my fucking shit. I love that game. I'll marry that game. I'll divorce my wife right now to marry that game.
Interesting.
It is not that great.
We have it on record.
But I love it. I played the shit out of that game as a kid. Like, I remember, here's one of my memories of a kid as my dad being a tractor trailer driver with a digital fucking TV thing and tractor trailers having like outlets that you can plug shit in. I used to bring my GameCube. We went to New York. We went to a game store. I bought like Mega Man Anniversary Collection, which had like all the classic Mega Man games and even games that never released, like the Mega Man Fighter one, which was fun. And Mega Man X Command Mission. I played the fuck out of that game in the tractor trailer. And I was like, I played on a little tiny screen, and I just loved every minute of it. I was like, all my characters just doing shit. I was like, this is so fun to me. And as a kid, I'm going to use the main character and only use the main character. Technically, you could still do that even now. He's really powerful. Like, X is amazing. Especially if you, like, start building off of him. But, yeah, no, it's so fucking weird to go back and, like, how the hell did I beat this game as a kid? Because, like, have you ever realized you're playing a game back in the day and you're like, how the fuck did I beat this? The 3 games that come to mind for me is Pokemon Sapphire. Because Pokemon Sapphire is hard as fuck if you play it without, like, realizing, like, oh, yeah, well, the special split and all that stuff. And only certain moves are special and certain moves are physical. You don't realize it. I was like, what the fuck? And
I never really
beat the fuck out of it.
I never really worried about beating games.
No, I definitely did. I needed to beat games to get a new game kind of thing.
I was never like that. I played it until I either got tired of it or beat it.
Yeah, I had to. If I wanted a new game, I had to make sure I beat the game and had to show my parents that I beat the game. I had to show my mom or show my dad that I beat the game, and they were like, oh, "Okay, cool. What you get on your report card? Okay, you can get a new game." That's how it was for me. If I got really good grades, didn't matter because I didn't beat a game. I had to beat the games I had to then move forward. There's another game I played. It was a Sonic Battle. It wasn't Sonic Battle. It's for the Game Boy Advance. I don't remember what the fuck it's called. There's a thing called. I remember there's a character called Emerald. It's like a robot. And you fight each other. Like you are fighting. I was like, this game is fucking weird, and I love it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no, dude. I don't even like. I feel like it's a fever dream. Like I'm making this shit up, but like I remember playing this.
You
game.
might be.
I remember playing this game, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "This is really cool." And I don't know where that game's at. I lost it to the ether. Who knows?
All right. Did you ever play Advance Wars?
Yes.
No, I played Fire Emblem before
Advanced
I played Advance Wars.
Weren't they supposed to make a remake or something?
They did.
Yeah,
Battalion
Wars.
It's for the Switch.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
No. Battalion Wars is like the spiritual successor for it, right?
Yeah, that's.
But they did do Advance Wars 1 and 2 for the Switch. That's been out for a very long time.
Battalion Wars is a GameCube game. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the spiritual successor to the Advance War games. But for the Switch, they re-released Advance Wars 1 and 2. They bundled it together. That's out. That's like been out for a while. I think that came out last year.
I haven't touched my Switch in fucking years, dude. Ever since we were
touch my
playing
Switch all the time now.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
I just deleted that game. And I think I talked about it last time, too, where I speedrun that game. So, no more speedrunning it until we actually want to play it.
I've been thinking about just giving it to my nephew, but I think he's too young.
Too young to play Monster Hunter. That shit was
not
good.
Monster Hunter, yes, but the Switch in general. He's 3.
There's still a couple of games coming out that I think you should hold on to it for. If anything, you should just buy him his own Switch.
No.
The next Monster Hunter will be out on PC, so.
Yeah, I'm excited. Well, wait, you guys know about the Steam sharing, right? The family sharing that actually works this time? Because
I
before
heard
me and
about
Josh,
it, yeah.
me and Josh did the family sharing, but I couldn't play a game while he was playing a game that I owned. I was like, what the fuck? But apparently now you can play the same game at the same time, which we got to try now. We have got to try this. Because if that's the case, that's amazing. So we can try that later. I have no problem with that. Because I think Josh has, what? No, I have the Nier game that I let Josh play. And then Josh liked it so much, I think you bought it
Nier
afterwards?
Automata, yeah.
Then you bought the other Nier games.
Yeah, I
That's
bought
what
the
happened.
other one. I bought
I played.
I was like, damn, I want to play that.
I never played Replicant.
Yeah,
It
I
is
played I bought the
different.
first one.
Well, the gameplay is roughly similar, but like the whole deal of what's going on, it's completely different fucking game.
If you ever played the original one, it's a fucking older dude trying to save his daughter. It's so fucking weird how they changed so much of it from the game itself to go to Western audiences.
Oh, yeah, No Man's Sky got fishing. They got a new major update.
Oh my god. No, I'm not doing VR.
Yeah, okay, so...
Bro, that shit didn't even run.
People have been saying that they've more or less just dropped VR support and to not even waste your time.
Dude, it was so good when it first came out. I was like, this is amazing. And then they just kept updating the game. And because they kept updating the game and not the VR, I was like, what the fuck? Dude, that shit... John was like, you're going so slow. I was like, I'm so sick.
It wasn't working.
Dude, it was amazing when I first played it. I was like, this is awesome. Like, no lag, no nothing, just playing the game. I was like, this is fucking sweet. Except for flying. Flying was nauseating as all fuck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you play Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg?
I did.
No, that's one of the games I've always wanted to play.
That game was fun as fuck.
I never played it.
I loved that game.
I remember it from back in the day, though.
Did you play Katamari Damacy?
Yeah, that game's fun as hell.
Never played it, only seen other people play it.
Oh my god,
that game's super fun.
Amazing.
I've seen some people play it recently. There's been some titles come out since I played them.
Is there a new Katamari Damacy, possibly?
I don't know if it's new.
No, they keep re-releasing older ones.
I don't know. I just always thought it was fun, just like rolling around a giant ball. And
yeah, the premise was
picking
ridiculous.
up everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very fun. Very quirky.
What game I would like to see... Well, I'm going to be playing Metal Gear Solid Delta when it comes out. Because I love Metal Gear Solid 3. It's like one of my favorites to play. But yeah, no, I want to play multiplayer games now. And because of the fucking Steam sharing is going to be a thing, I think we have a lot of opportunities to do stuff together again. So I'm really excited and all that stuff. But hey, it's time for us to wrap up. If you like what you heard, give us 5 stars anywhere you heard this podcast at. It's everywhere. It's not going anywhere. We're about to get to the double digits soon. Like, it's going to be a whole thing. We're going to pop champagne and we're all going to get drunk. That's going to be a drunk episode. So be ready for that 3 episodes from now.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
We love you. Bye.
Later.
Goodbye.